She was 32 years old, 7 months pregnant. She came in with some sort of leg injury, and she's been on a 7-day ice bender or methamphetamine bender. She was erratic. She was angry. She waited in the waiting room for about an hour before she started throwing chairs around, scaring the other people in the waiting room. She was punching the vending machine, going absolutely berserk. We called security. We escorted her off the premises, called police. This is a lady that made a decision to go down this path. There are many people who are in unfortunate circumstances. There's many different ways of going about this life. There's no, right or wrong, if you will. It's just all options. You can do whatever you want. But for every action, there is a consequence. This woman decided to go down this path, take drugs, be irresponsible, fall pregnant, and basically abuse the baby within her. Taking drugs, not slept for 3-4 days. It was winter, it's cold, rainy. She had no shoes. One of the nursing staff went out there to have a chat to her, and she just blew up. So, this is a reminder that, there are people out in this world who have just been dealt bad cards in life and suffer the consequences, due to none of their own actions. It was just bad cards. And there are some people who just don't give a crap, do whatever they want, blame other people for their misfortunes, and it's just a downward spiral for a lot of these people. Some people come out of these kind of dark times, go through rehab and come out the other end all right, but the vast majority, basically assume that downward spiral, never to recover. They either kind of hurt themselves, overdose, or some sort of accident. It's just a matter of time. So there's many different ways of kind of going about life. When people, go through hard times, they look for excuses, they look for escapes, they look for substances to kind of smoke or forget about the pain, the suffering, the hardship that they're dealing with. For those people who are looking for the easier way out, they might be lacking willpower, discipline, courage, strength. I remember when I was a kid watching basketball, watching soccer, I'd be so impressed by people like Michael Jordan, Ronaldo, Messi, Kobe Bryant, like some of these guys who are not only at the top and winning championships and really kind of driven, but they were hungry even after everything that they had. Like these people were set, they were millionaires, they've signed a max contract. Some of these people signed one max contract, play like crazy the whole length of the contract, sign another max contract. That's impressive. That's coming from something deep within them. It's not coming just from, I need to buy a car or a house, or I need to be impressive when I rock up to the club or whatever. These people have something deep within them. So I grew up kind of watching these type of people and being like so amazed by them. And then it was kind of like later on in my teen years that I realized I can do what they do. I can work hard. The reason why I love these people so much and respect these people so much is because they work hard. They do something that I love to do myself, and they just work hard. So in order for myself to be loved by myself, I just have to do what they do. Just work hard, believe in yourself. Life is going to have all sorts of troubles, lots of battles, lots of hardships, lots of unfortunate events. But at the end of the day, you can never give up. You can never forget about the battle. Just fight and work hard, and the sunny day will come. So I kind of realized that from the early on. Nothing comes overnight. You have to kind of work hard. And yeah, sure, there are easy ways out. There's an easy way out. You can always kind of do something kind of to cut corners, to take away the pain. But some of these people that I respect embraced those bad situations. I don't know how many times I heard people talk about, you have to lose first before you win. As in, you have to go to the NBA championship, lose one before you learn what it takes to win. And a lot of the time, a lot of that learning is just basically feeling the pain associated with losing. So when you feel that pain, it drives you. A lot of success comes out of pain. If you are in a plateau in the gym for like years and you can't work it out, and you're trying and you're hard, you're trying your heart out, you're just doing all these things, trying every single kind of method, reading, learning, trying, and it doesn't come your way for a long time, man, when it eventually comes, when you finally break through, it is an incredible feeling. It's such a feeling of accomplishment, of pride, and that is the stuff to die for. Like literally, this is what it is. But without that hardship, without the pain and suffering, without those dark times, you will never understand how beautiful it can be when you come out of that tunnel. When you see the light and you approach it and you get to it, it is an incredible feeling. So never forget, I will never forget that in order for you to feel extraordinarily happy, to feel accomplished, you have to go through the dark times. If somebody just rocks up and gives you keys to a Ferrari, keys to a mansion, and code to a freaking $1 billion account, you will never feel the same as the person who had to work for it, who had to have sleepless nights, work hard, work on the craft, work out the intricacies of whatever the endeavor is. When you do it yourself, when you are a self-made millionaire, when you've kind of done the hard yards, nothing compares. So next time you're in a rut, next time you want to run through walls because you're angry, you're not progressing, remember, those are the very ingredients that you need to become the champion. There's no other way. There's no easy way. If you go from one team and you join the best team in the history of the NBA and you win a championship, no matter how good you are, you will never feel the same as somebody who did it the hard way, who built from ground up, who didn't take the easy road out. It doesn't matter. Deep down in your feelings, you will know if you've deserved it or not. The harder the road, the sweeter the destination. You know, I always think about this. And some of these people that I deal with at work who are continuously just going from one high to another, not working for anything other than just flipping the cap off that syringe and shove it into the needle and pushing the plunger. Instant gratification, instant endorphin release, instant high. That is literally poison. Not in the sense that the substance you're putting in is poison, but it's poison to the soul because you are getting something you don't deserve. Since when can you just hit a button, or in this case, hit a syringe and feel happy? It is not in our nature to feel happy when we don't deserve it. You have to do something to get that. You have to earn it. There's no other way. You can cheat it. You can cheat it. But at the end of the day, that feeling is going to rot you inside. So for the people out there who are struggling and, like I said, who are working hard, man, the harder you work, the longer you work, the sweeter it's going to be. Never forget that. It's literally planting the seeds for the future. So when I'm in here, when I'm working hard and I'm doing all this sort of stuff, you know, I know. Sometimes I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? Another day with 180 times 1. Another day. You know, what's going on? Like I want results already. You know, and I just think to myself, it's not my time. It's not my time. I don't know if you're religious or not, if you believe in God or not, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, whoever you believe. I just believe it's not my time. God will tell me when my time is. You know, if you're not religious, you just think to yourself, I haven't put in enough work. You know, the universe, the energy in the world will reward me when I've done enough work. How much is enough work? What is that quantity? No one knows. No one knows. But the moment you take an easy way out, the moment you cut corners, the moment you start doing something that cheats that time, that's fine, man. You can't create matter or destroy it. You can't do it, man. That's okay. You limit the pain. Limit the pain by 5 years. Jump on that steroid cycle. Smash it. You'll get my gains in 6 months. In 6 months, you'll be ATGing 180 times 1, 205 times 1. You'll be pulling 240 in 6 months' time. But will you ever have the understanding of what it took for somebody like me to do 7 freaking years to get here? No. You might call me genetic weakling, a dumbo, somebody that goes against the grain, but you can never doubt my heart, my discipline, and my willpower. You can never do it. And you never know what I feel like when I've done such hard work for such a long time and I finally get there. You, for doing it for 6 months in a row, smashing the gear, taking the shortcut, hitting that syringe in the vein, skipping all the pain and agony and all the 4:30 in the morning starts for me, all those things, taking that, shortcut, you will never know how sweet it is for me to hit 205. Never. Never forget that, man. You cannot destroy or create matter. It's impossible. So every time you cheat something, you're basically cheating the end result as well. Never forget that. The universe is a mysterious place. Even though you feel like, oh, I've just screwed somebody over, I've done it real good. Nah, man. Your soul knows what's up, man. And your soul might keep you up at night. Might keep you up at night and give you nightmares. The world is a strange place, and a lot of this stuff science can't even explain. So do it properly. Pay your dues and wait for your time. There's no other way. I see through my work all the time people who have decided to take the easy road out. Why should I work really hard, spend years on end for a high when I can just smash this syringe and get the same high that I would have gotten through hard work? Just keep going one high to the other. I'll pay 50, 60 bucks for a hit and I'm good for the day. Just stay here, lay down. Social welfare is going to take care of my food, my housing. That's it. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. I truly believe that. And you see it in sport all the time. When you're working, when no one's watching, you are basically planting the seeds for your success in the future. There's just no two ways about it. Sometimes I meet these people at work and I'm, talking to them. A lot of these guys that I kind of meet, sometimes they come for like non-related, presentations, kind of like, they have a drug issue in the past, but now they've come in with something different, and so they're sober and whatever. So we sit down and chat, we talk about it, and a lot of these guys have actually had a really rough life. Spent a lot of time on the street, nowhere to be seeing parents and all this sort of stuff. And a lot of the time I feel sorry for them. But then I think about some other people who have had even worse circumstances and didn't turn to those drugs. Fought, worked 3 jobs. You know what I mean? Didn't sleep all that much for years on end, cleaning toilets, cleaning floors, doing whatever it takes. How hard is that? So I need these people who have decided to do drugs and basically waste their life, completely waste their life. I kind of feel sorry for them for the circumstances, but man, oh man, do I know people who have gone even through harder things and made unbelievable progress in their life. It takes a certain amount of courage, strength to go through that pain and agony, to suck up that ego and say, yeah, I will clean toilets so I can feed my kids and myself. The ego is another thing, man. The ego is another thing. I remember the ego talking to me when I was a younger man. I remember those thoughts, those embarrassing thoughts when you kind of say to yourself, no, I can't do this. I can't be seen doing this. I don't want to be seen doing this. I'm better than this. What are you better than? What are you better than? So you think you're better than somebody else that's doing that job. It takes a certain amount of maturity to say no to the ego. I don't think it's possible when you're younger. Like, I think these are all lessons that you kind of learn as you grow up. When you finally kind of get to that level where you don't really care what other people say, you welcome the constructive criticism. You welcome the people who are not there just to step on your throat for the sake of stepping on your throat. You welcome, constructive criticism. But the people who are just there to troll and to stand on your shoulders so they get ahead, you just kind of learn to not give a crap. Like, honestly, I'm part of my life. Like, at 32, I've got my own kids. Like, I don't have time to worry about what other people say. My life is going at a speed of light kind of pace. I've got no time to think about people who are just there to slow me down. If you want to slow me down, I've got no time for you, man. We're all on this journey. We're all on this freaking journey, and we're all going to end up in the ground. So instead of like stepping on somebody's throat or somebody's shoulders or saying negative things about somebody, try and help them out. Try and support them. So I've kind of gone to a point where me and my ego, it's kind of, we all have an ego to a degree. I guess, the philosophy experts out there will say that the ego needs to be present, but it needs to be healthy, because if the ego goes too far, then it starts to eat away at you as a being. So I think we all need an ego, but some people flex too hard with their ego. So for these people who have decided to take shortcuts in life, maybe their ego doesn't allow them to put on those gloves and go clean a toilet for $10 an hour. I can't be seen to do that. Let me just escape this reality real quick. Let me forget about all these pain and agony. Let me just forget about it. Let's take the easy way out. Never forget. It might seem as an easy way out, but it's not. It's not. Oftentimes, I can think of a few circumstances where it's not, but most times the harder way is the best way, because the more pain and struggle that you suffer in that journey, the better the destination is going to be. Don't cut corners, put the time in. Understand it's all about the long journey, and you'll be in good stead. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.